Hey there, you are listening to Tea with the K's, and this morning we are going off the cup. Kim and I are in the middle of it, and we're so excited to share it with you. Why? Because we like to get honest with this stuff, the moments that are awkward and hard, and help uncover the magic, not only for you, but for us too.
That's right. And we're best friends, we're coaches, and we're two women that believe that love is not just an emotion, it is an everyday, powerful, powerful practice. You hear the little kids in the background. And every week we meet here together to fill our cups and fill our hearts with truth and love and honesty.
Yeah. So today's episode is going to be a really, again, off the cuff, interesting one because Kim is on a really beautiful, amazing journey. One that I was just saying, I don't have the balls to go on at all. And I'm so fascinated by everything that she is, the momentum that she's creating, and where she's going. One of the things that I think works so well for she and I in these episodes is that we're just such different moms. We're just such different people. And we're really learning a lot from each other. And this morning, we're talking about Kim stepping into a little bit more of this homeschooling as Kim's choosing to move for a while for what, 4 months, 3 months?
3 months. Yeah, 3
months
months.
to Costa Rica. So what's coming up for you and the kids this morning?
Well, we're trying to get our homework done, our homeschooling done, and they're waking up and they're thinking, "Oh, it's a weekend. We don't need to wake up and get ready for school and brush our teeth. We just can stay here and play." And so we're trying to find that balance of that structure of what homeschooling looks like. Because when we go to school, we have a place to go and we have things to do and we have a schedule to maintain. But when we're home, they know that it's a little more loose. But I don't think they're fully comprehending that this is actually like our job. Like we have to show up for this just the same way that we have to show up for going to a physical school.
And just to be clear, what day is this for you guys?
This is day 3.
Day 3. Yeah. So for anybody out there going, girl, if you're going to homeschool, you should be having this schedule. This is day 3. So
Yeah.
you guys are really starting to figure out what it's going to look like, right?
That's right. And we don't know. I mean, we're building it every day a little bit differently, and we're trying to find our groove, but the groove is hard to find, especially like we're not even just starting homeschooling in the beginning of the year with the rest of the class, the online classes. We are starting at the end of the year. We have 3 weeks of school left and we're just jumping in. So we have no idea what we're doing at all.
And can you tell me again why it is that you are leaving now as opposed to the end of the school year?
So we're leaving now because it worked out for our schedule. The lady, my friend, one of my best friends, lives down in Costa Rica, and she invited us to stay at her place. She is not going to be there the entire summer, so we're kind of like home sitting for her, but also hanging with her. And she's leaving May 23rd. So in order for us to settle in with her and know the lay of the land, and we've been there before, but that was 3 years ago, we don't remember. But to know the lay of the land, I felt comfortable needing that time and space with her one-on-one before she leaves.
And I that makes so much sense. And I think it's so good to even hear you say that, because I think so many of us want to jump into things and we don't put that forethought into it. Like, I'm going to go someplace that I don't really know. I would really like the support, because it's a lot of what you and I talk about, right? How do I get the support from the person whose home I'm actually going to be staying in to tell me where to go and the best way to do this, right? And it's like, how did you think that through? Like, okay, so how do I get the support from her, go to this new place and bring my kids into this? Like, there's a lot of moving parts.
Oh, there's so many moving parts. And my brain, I'm very fortunate because my brain functions in organization. Like that's where I really hone in. And so like I have forethought way further than I need usually. But in these cases, it really helps me because I can see like the bigger picture of things and what I'm going to be needing and how I need to be supported in order to do this. So, I mean, even pulling them out of school, everyone's like, why didn't you just wait until you go to Costa Rica? And I was like, well, because I want to get settled into what school looks like at home where we're comfortable rather than just, oh, we're in Costa Rica, we're going to start a whole new life, and we're also going to start a whole new school. That would be way too overwhelming for me. I would not be able to handle that.
Yeah. And again, I think the important piece here is your personality is different than my personality and somebody else's personality, and being able to slow down and be honest with yourself. This is what I need. This is what I'm clear about. And sometimes I think it can be really hard for a lot of us to know what is it that I need, but the more we can get clear about our individual personalities and how we operate, the more freedom we have, the more joy we have in our lives, right? Like, and I love that you acknowledge you're the organizer. You're the organizer between you and I. Like, I'm not. You should see my desk right now. And it's like my brain has exploded everywhere. But like, we have our different qualities and our different characteristics and our different talents. And for me, I know with you, when I'm with you, the way you talk about things makes me reflect and inquire more about myself. And I think what I love about our friendship too is there's not a judgment or a comparison. There's a complementary kind of aspect to our friendship, right? And like, you had me talking this morning about the kids, and they're like waking up on a Monday morning, not realizing, oh, it's not a weekend because they're not in that schedule. And I was like, this is where our conversation then took another turn, where it's like, summertime with my kiddos, I don't like to have my kids sleep in, even if they don't have camps, because I can't always afford camps and stuff for my kids all the time. But I still love to be like, let's get up. Let's figure out what we want to do. Let's think about things that we want to accomplish today. Let's have some kind of schedule. Let's read a book. Because I think, especially right now, for parents, especially right now, so many parents are overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed with work. There's a lot of fears about our economy, finances, relationship. And the reality is the internet is here, and it is a habit that I think a lot of us get into, letting our kids sleep in and then getting onto electronics because there's an ease and comfort to it, And I'm watching you this morning with the kids. They're fine. Watching you with the kids as Kim and I are trying to do some work, and they're coming in and, well, what is this? And coming in and what is this? And it made me go, wow, the reality is homeschooling and parenting takes conscious work to raise a secure, resilient child. It's about being present. It really is. And watching you this morning with the kids, even doing what you're doing right now, like, I see you, I hear you, it's okay, they're not wrong. And Kim has gone in and out of our conversations this morning, acknowledging the kids when they come in, telling the kids what you're doing, telling the kids where you want to go. And it's been really beautiful watching you this morning in that.
Oh, well, thank you. And yeah, I mean, I just want to go back to like how us as parents, I'm definitely feeling overwhelmed a lot, and because we have 1 week to go, before we get out. And so there's a lot of moments of overwhelm. And there have been moments where I was just like, you know what, just go on the iPad, because I just need to I need to collect myself. I need to do all this stuff. So it's just really easy to fall into that. And it's not bad,
Right.
but it is a choice that I do not, because it does not align with my values. It is a choice and a conscious effort on my part to say no to the screens. Right now, we're going to focus. So I mean, it's a big choice in parenting, and it's not always an easy one to make. So
and the internet's here.
Yes.
The digital world is here. And I think so much of what you and I talk about and help a lot of people unpack is the autopilot habits of our lives. And we can get on the habit of like, sure, yeah, go ahead, yeah, sure. And the automatic pilot of not thinking it through. The automatic pilot way of reacting and being in our family and with our kids that's not paying attention to what's going on in this moment. We all do it, all of us. But choosing the consciousness of like, yes, right now, go. Yes. And sometimes it's for them and sometimes it's for you.
Yeah.
And then the conscious awareness of, is it becoming too much of a habit?
Right. And that's where it can get sticky. And if it doesn't align with your values, then that's your opportunity to say, we got to switch this up. We got to change this habit and this behavior and this automatic pilot that we're driving with, because this is not the road I want to travel on. You know, I'm just thinking about those like automatic driving cars and like how they just take you where you want to go. And it's like, are you on the route that you want to be on?
Yeah.
And that's when you have to say, you know what, I'm going to do this manually. I'm going to take the steering wheel back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Is that a Santa Claus cup?
It is a Santa Claus. You have to believe.
It's May.
I know, but I like to. So here's the Santa Claus cup thing, okay? My mother-in-law, she takes out new mugs, a new set of mugs, and why I say a set, I mean like 24 mugs for every single season. Easter, St. Patrick's Day, Christmas, Memorial Day. Like every single one has different mugs and different sets, and I'm like, no. So I say, I just keep my Santa Claus cup out all year round.
And today, with all the new homeschooling on day 3, did you need to believe a little bit more?
I did. I needed Santa's help.
I love that.
I need my little elves to come.
I love that. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for doing this morning. I just, I'm so excited for your journey because I think we all can learn so much from it. And I just, every step of the day. So you've got 1 week, 8 days.
I have 8. Well, we leave on the 8th day. We have 7 days home.
Ooh, child. This is going to be
child.
so fun. All righty. Let's hit it. Let's get back to work, shall we?
All right. And maybe we'll post some Instagram links on the bottom so you can follow my journey and also follow Kristine's journey, because she has just amazing insight on so much. And I value that so much in you.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
It will.
All right, team.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right. And as always, if anything did stir for you guys, please pass it on. That's what we're here for. We're here to serve. We're here to be in community with you. And we love to grow, and we love to hear how maybe some of the things that we're sharing is affecting you and your family. So please pass it on and let us know.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.